Hey guys, welcome back to the Cult Classic Kids Show. Today we're talking about Naughty Dog because, well, while apparently their television ventures seem to be going well, at least judging by the 24 Emmys, the very mid The Last of Us TV show have received, in terms of gaming, it just doesn't seem to be going too well for Naughty Dog now, is it? Their multiplayer venture doesn't seem to be going well, judging by previous news that has come out. And really, what does Naughty Dog have to show this generation thus far? Well, we have a patch for The Last of Us Part 2 that makes the game run at 60 FPS on the PS5. Then we also have The Last of Us Remake or The Last of Us Part 1, something that I personally have not purchased because at the time the game was touting a $70 price tag with less content than the remastered version, and well, it just wasn't worth it to me personally. Now, apparently there has been a potential leak or rumor. It's technically a leak, not confirmed, mind you. But instead of getting a new game from Naughty Dog, a new IP or a sequel game, we are instead getting more of the same. And that is apparently The Last of Us Part 2 Remaster has been leaked by the composer. A remaster of The Last of Us Part 2 may have just been leaked by the series composer. The Last of Us series is one of the biggest franchises in gaming right now, becoming so successful that it was able to exist beyond the games. Earlier this year, apparently, I guess comic book is going to go on to dick eat Naughty Dog. Earlier this year, HBO released its adaptation of the game, yes, and it's been nominated for Emmys. It's a huge success, and it will likely continue to get a ton of love when it inevitably drops the second season a couple years from now. With that said, fans are also eagerly awaiting a multiplayer spinoff for the series, and hopefully The Last of Us Part 3. Personally, the only interesting thing I want from Naughty Dog is Factions 2, but apparently that's in development hell. And now it just... I don't know, man. This company is so disappointing. If people keep saying that Naughty Dog is like the cream of the crop over at PlayStation Studios, then damn, this is depressing. But fans may get another Last of Us related project in the meantime, though. In recent Spanish interview, series composer Gustavo Santaolalla, I'm sorry if I butchered that. I'm terrible with names, but was told by an interviewer that they love seeing him as a character in the game. Gustavo can be found in Jackson at the start of The Last of Us Part 2 playing a banjo outside of one of the buildings with a dog standing near him. That's about as far as the interaction goes, but that may change. He told the interviewer that in the new version of the game, players will be able to go up to his in-game character and request songs for him to play. However, he noted, he can't say anything beyond that. So I have reason to believe that, hey, the dude's probably not lying. And here is the Spanish interview, or a clip from it. It says, in Spanish, new version, The Last of Us Part 2, question mark. With that said, it seems like a remastered Last of Us Part 2 may be on the way. The first game was recently remade for PS5 and PC, but it's also 10 years old. It's unlikely that the second game is getting a full-blown remake since it came out in 2019 and already looks really amazing. But it would get a new version native to PS5 and can also go on PC. There's also a chance that Santana slipped up and was talking about a cameo in the multiplayer spinoff or the third game, but we'll have to wait and see. That's also a good point by Comic Book. But would modern day PlayStation be so bold as to make a remaster, or as they like to call it, a director's cut of The Last of Us Part 2, despite how divisive the game is, and really despite how well the game looks and plays on the PS5? I believe so, no doubt, especially since I'm sure that they want to port it over to PC. Is this the right thing to do? If this is the case, oh my god, to me this is such a waste of time. This is such a waste of time, but it seems as though PlayStation, and particularly as well Naughty Dog, love to embellish in this extremely divisive game. And to me, this is disappointing. Sony, there's the rumor that Horizon Zero Dawn is also getting a remake. The Last of Us Part 2 got a remake despite the remaster version looking and playing very well in its own right and having the multiplayer attached to it. It seems as though PlayStation may be losing sight of what made the PS4 generation particularly prosperous for them. A lot of new IPs, a lot of original games. And really, man, I feel like PS5 generation might just be a rehash and pushing TV shows and movies. And if this is the case with The Last of Us Part 2, and this is probably going to be a $70 game because the director's cuts are $70, Sony is a joke for this, man. I hope that with the fact that, this Activision Blizzard deal seeming to go through for Microsoft, I hope that Sony will reconsider a lot of their boneheaded decisions, at least on the gaming front, because I feel as though this is very much a boneheaded decision. And ponies that decide to justify this re-release of a game that came out just a handful of years ago, I will be roasting the hell out of you because, a lot of you guys just get on your knees and take whatever PlayStation gives you. And if that's the case, well, you're just going to get made fun of because this is a complete, total joke if this exists. I hope that this leak by the composer is instead for The Last of Us Part 3 or for The Last of Us Factions, anything but this divisive, annoying, obnoxious, pretentious pile of crap that is The Last of Us Part 2. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think about this in the comments section down below. If you can, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you'll be notified whenever I do drop content. Follow me over on Twitter or Kick if you'd like to continue the conversation. Been doing a lot of streaming on Kick. I'll definitely be streaming later today, as long as this video comes out when I plan for it to come out. And yeah, guys, with all being said, I am out. Peace.